Dear students, welcome and thank you for tuning in to this video with me, Dr. Al-Zube. We are still talking about lecture 23, which is kinematics of a particle, which is the first lecture of the dynamics part of our class. In the previous video, we have introduced what is dynamics and how it's different from statics. In this video, we're going to start talking about rectilinear kinematics. And we are going to start talking about position, velocity, and acceleration. So there's a lot of definitions in this this video, but it's going to set the stage for us to move forward in identifying or finding kinematics quantities of a particle traveling along a straight line. So to start with, we're going to begin with the position, and a particle travels along a straight line, path defined by the coordinate axis s. So this is very important. It could be s, x, y, or whatever that axis you want to put, but we're going to assume that our coordinate axis is named as s for the position. So it's very important now to look into some specific definitions. I know that most of you know these, but it's a good refreshment to our memory. So the first thing, position, is of a particle at any instant. It should be relative to an origin or a reference point. It can be defined as by the position vector or the scalar s. So it's very important to identify our reference, and then because we are doing dynamics right now in our analysis, it's important. The direction is important. So you need to make sure that you're either you're going to the right or to the left. If you're going to the right, that's positive. That's your notion, and if it's to the left, that's negative. Because now we are dealing with position with vectors, and direction and position are very important. So the scalar s can be positive or negative depending on, as I mentioned before, our reference point. Where did we start? And typical units of r, which is the position vector, or the scalar s, which is the point where your particle is. It could be meters or feet, depending on what unit system you are using. So we first started with identifying a coordinate axis. That's very important, and the reference point to make sure that we are using positive or negative quantities. Then we talked about a position, and we said it could be a vector or a scalar, r or s. And then we need to talk about something called or identify displacement. So displacement of a particle is defined as the change in position. So it is the difference between the two position vectors, r prime and r, or the difference between two scalar positions s prime minus s. And that's very important to keep in mind, that you have a starting point and ending point, and the displacement is the difference between the ending point and the starting point that you begin your movement with. There is a third quantity that's very important. It's called the total distance traveled, and which is different from the displacement. So remember, displacement is the difference between 2 points, the initial and final positions. However, the total distance traveled by a particle is it's given a st for total distance, and it's always a positive scalar. So your displacement could be positive or negative. However, your total distance travel should always be positive scalar and represents the total length of the path over which the particle actually travels. And we're going to solve problems to show how that is being done and how it's being calculated. So for position in kinematics, rectilinear motion, which means its movement on a straight path, and keep in mind that we are assuming that the particle has a mass but negligible size and shape. That's why we are considering it as a particle. So we're looking at it from far away. That's why we are considering it as a particle. So we identified coordinate axis, position, displacement. So position is in a space where that location is, and then your displacement, which is the change in position, and then the total distance traveled by a particle, which is actually a positive scalar that represents the total length of the path over which the particle travels. I hope that this provide a good introduction about position, and in the following video we're going to be talking about velocity and acceleration in the following one as well. Thank you and for watching, until the next video. Bye.